Hi everyone, welcome to our Lake Havasu first-time homebuyers community. I'm Sarah, and today we are going to go through our first-time homebuyers workshop. So we'll be going over quite a few things for first-time homebuyers, and let's dig in. So what we're going to cover is overcoming some fears, hopefully. We'll discuss some fears, misconceptions of buying a home. Benefits, financial perks, ownership, flexibility, etc. The path to ownership will cover the steps you need to know in order to buy a home. And of course, my commitment. So, what my role is in the real estate process. So, we're going to go over some common fears first. The first three here: I can't afford to buy a home right now. I can't buy a home because my credit isn't good. I don't have 20% saved for the down payment. Those I hear often, especially with first-time home buyers. They just assume that they can't buy a house. But you don't know that you can't buy a house until you do the math. Are you paying rent? You might be able to buy a home if you're paying rent. You might be paying somebody else's mortgage right now. And that way you'll be putting that rent that you're paying now towards your own home. There are also tax savings that can go along with, that can help you make up that difference when you buy a house. I can't buy a house because my credit isn't good. There are options. There's typically a couple types of credit challenges: poor credit or no credit. They both have solutions. I always say you should talk to a lender. Lenders are amazing resources and advocates for you. You could be pleasantly surprised that you do qualify, that there is something out there for you that can get you a home loan. But a good loan officer or a mortgage specialist is going to help you to resolve your credit challenges. They can take a look at what you need to do, and they might tell you some things to do that you have to wait 6 months. Pay down this credit card to this much, to this amount, some other things. Or it might be 2 to 3 years, but 2 to 3 years isn't forever, but they're really good at helping you resolve some of those things and let you know what you need to do to get there. Also, huge, I don't have 20% saved for the down payment. There are so many options out there for first-time homebuyers that you do not have to have 20% saved. A majority of people do not have 20% down saved. So that's a big chunk of money. There are several home loans out there that you can have 5% or less, 3.5% for your FHA. So that's a huge deal. So we'll right now, while we're on this, I'm going to go over a few. I am not a lender, so I'm just going to go over very quickly what some things that I know. If you want more in-depth information, you can give me a call and I can give you a list of loan officers that you can talk to. In Arizona, we have Home Plus. I believe you can go to homeplusaz.com to get more information on this, but it can provide up to 5% of your loan amount to help cover your down payment or closing costs. There's also FHA and VA loans. FHA loans allow as little as 3.5% down. And if you're a veteran or active duty military, VA loans often require zero down payment. There are USDA rural development loans. There are some areas around Lake Havasu that may qualify. I'm not really sure. Just because it's out in the middle of nowhere doesn't mean that it qualifies for that. Your lender will know. So those are just a few that are mostly used. FHA, I come across the most. So, should I pay off my student loan debt before buying a home? Should I wait until the market gets better? Will hiring a real estate agent save me time? So, should I pay off my student loan debt before buying a home? It doesn't prevent you from buying a home if you're making your payments on time, you're earning and preserving your credit. If you're having trouble making your payments, your loan services, your student loan services are good at finding a plan that can put you on the right path. It can be a thing, especially if you've had deferred loans. That's something that you need to be very honest about with your lender. Should I wait until the market gets better? I know I'm a realtor, but I've been in this business a long time, and there's never a bad time to buy the right house. So my job is to help you find a good buy and ensure that you have the financial ability to hold on to it. Every market has opportunity. It may just be harder to find, but if you can afford, if you have a steady job and you have good credit and you are wanting to buy a home right now and you're not an investor, like you are wanting to buy a home for your home that you can create memories in and raise your family in, there is no bad time to buy. And will hiring a real estate agent save me time? Finding a home and dealing with all the paperwork involved in the process can be very overwhelming, especially for a first-time home buyer. There is so much going on and so much that you haven't heard of or know about that's why you hire a realtor. We're a resource. I always say that I'm not a salesperson. I am your advocate. My job is to help you through the process, whether that's finding a lender and then getting your pre-approval and then helping you find the home that you can afford, and then dealing with title and escrow and helping you through that whole process and being that person that you can call and ask questions. Hey, what does this mean? This sounds scary. Like, what is this? Because there's a lot that goes into buying a house. It can be very overwhelming. It can be scary. And I feel like that's my job as a realtor, is to hopefully take a little bit of that stress and scariness out of it. So it can be overwhelming. There are benefits too of owning your own home. Tax benefits, of course. Sometimes you can deduct the interest you pay on your mortgage, your property taxes, and some of the costs involved in buying a home. Of course, appreciation. In Havasu, home values have surged over 142% in the last decade, averaging a strong 9.25% annual gain. This last year was a little bit lower of a rise. Current median prices near 470 indicate a stable and balanced market here in Havasu. So offers both growth and flexibility for first-time home buyers. And equity. You've probably heard that. Even if you're a first-time home buyer, your money paid for rent is money that you'll never see again. But mortgage payments let you build equity, ownership, interest in your house. So always good. Savings, building equity in your home is a ready-made savings plan. And when you sell, you can generally take up to around $250,000, about $500 for a married couple, as a gain without owing any federal income tax. And there's some stuff that goes along with that too. Predictability. Unlike rent, your fixed rate mortgage payments don't rise over the years, so your housing costs may actually decline as you own the home longer. However, keep in mind that property taxes and insurance costs will likely increase. But your payment, if you have a 30-year fixed loan, that's your payment for 30 years. So, and unlike rents, that can go up every year. Freedom, the home is yours. You can decorate it however you want. Choose the types of upgrades and amenities that appeal to your lifestyle. You can put in a pool, grass. You can add on rooms, take away rooms, all that stuff. Stability, of course, remaining in a neighborhood for several years allows you and your family to build long-lasting relationships within the community. And if you are from Havasu or visit Havasu, you will know that Havasu has a very tight-knit community, and we all help each other here, and care about each other. We all love our little Lake Havasu. It also offers children the benefit of educational and social continuity. So now we're going to move on to path to home ownership, finding a realtor. There are a lot of realtors out there, a lot of us, but choosing one, transparency is good, trustworthy, and reliable. Even if they're new, that doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing. I think more than anything, you need to find a realtor that is straight up with you, not trying to sell you, and that knows what they're doing. And they can say, you know what, I don't know that answer, but let me find out, or let me get you to the person that can find out. That's trustworthiness, I believe, because we don't always know everything. As long as we've been in the business, this business changes so much and so often. We're always learning. Your pre-approval. This is huge. So find a realtor, and this can be interchanged, I believe. You don't have to find a realtor first. You can get your pre-approval first and then find a realtor. But I think number two, get it pre-approved here, is probably one of your biggest things. And a pre-qualification and a pre-approval are different. You want to get a pre-approval. This is when you talk to a lender, you go in, you submit all your paperwork to the lender, they look at everything, and they get you your pre-approval saying, yep, this is how much home you can afford. That way, when you do go out with your realtor, I'm pulling homes that you can actually afford. I'm not wasting your time showing you homes that you're going to get excited about that you won't be able to afford to buy. So we're going to look at what you can. So finding your home. So that's my job, is to help you find what you can afford and where in the place that you want to live. My job is also to make the offer and negotiate for you. Once you find a house you love, I'll put in the offer, and then we'll go over details like earnest money deposit, contingencies, seller concessions. There's a lot of stuff that can be negotiated once we're ready to take that step. Next would be once your offer gets approved, there's going to be an appraisal if you're doing a loan. That protects the appraisal, protects the lender. Inspection protects you. I would never suggest waiving an inspection, ever. It's very important. You go in there, you hire an inspector, they go in, they give you an inspection report, and we go over that. There's usually a contingency in your contract. And so we go over that too in title search. And then once all that everything's a green light and everything goes forward, then comes closing, and you'll receive a closing disclosure to review and finalize your loan. It specifies the loan's terms and costs with exact figures, and you and the seller will sign the final paperwork, transfer necessary funds, your down payment, and then you'll get your keys after it records with the county. So it is quite a process. This simplifies it and condenses it, but and it moves pretty fast. So we're very good at what we do. So hopefully we can help you. In Lake Havasu, hopefully, if this is where you want to buy, or the river cities. It's not just a place to live, it's a lifestyle, whether you love boating, off-roading, or enjoying the community events and festivals, which we have many of. But owning a home here is putting down roots in a one-of-a-kind destination. And if you're from Havasu or visit here, you know it's a pretty special place. Right now, too, just real quick to go over, people are wondering if it is even a good time to buy in Lake Havasu or anywhere. And right now, inventory is up. So there are more homes on the market compared to the last few years when it was extremely tight. Buyers today have more choices. Sellers are motivated. They're ready to negotiate on price, closing costs. They might include appliances, seller concessions to help with closing costs or buying down the rate. And prices are stabilizing. So, and hopefully rates we'll see some rate differences here pretty soon. So anyways, thank you so much for your time and for listening. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. I'm pretty new at doing this, and so I'm just trying to get that information out there. I love to help first-time home buyers. That's my specialty, and also law enforcement and first responders. We are a first responder family in law enforcement, and we have firemen in our family also. And so that is very close to my heart. And I know the pressures and the schedules that go along with that. And I really do love to help that community. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. You can email me, you can text me. My phone number is on my Facebook. Anything at all, just I'm here for you, and it's no pressure. If you just want to have a chat and see where you're at, let's do it. So anyways, have a wonderful day, and happy 4th of July.